ticketfm.com. Now it's time to send it to the rink with the voice of the Lincoln Stars, Joel Norman.
Ready to go tonight from the Icebox in an exciting Western Conference matchup as the Stars enter tonight's game looking to try and remain in first place after the end of this weekend as they take on the team who is directly chasing them here in the standings. It's the Sioux Falls Stampede coming into town. Hello, everyone. I'm Joel Norman, and this is Lincoln Stars Hockey here on 93.7 The Ticket, as well as Flow Hockey for tonight's matchup between the Stars and the Stampede. Lincoln is 30-11, 1-0 in the campaign, 4 points ahead of Sioux Falls, who is 27-10, 2-1. The Stars 4 points up, as mentioned, on the Stampede in the standings, and looking to get a little bit more cushion after this weekend. Lincoln has won 11 consecutive games. That is the second longest winning streak in franchise history, and they are trying to also build on this 8-game winning streak at the Icebox. Here we go, ready to drop the puck here tonight. Stars versus the Stampede. Lincoln will attack left to right in the first period, presented by Genesis Health Clubs. Give you the starting lineups in just a moment for both teams as we get set to drop the biscuit here on this one. 2 months to go in the regular season, and a big contest for the Stars here tonight as we are underway. Sioux Falls controlling the opening draw and immediately firing it right into the Lincoln end. The Stars open up tonight's game with Alex Pelletier at left wing. Center is Daniel Schlain. Right winger, Hunter Anderson, the former Stampede forward. At left defense, Jacob Brombach, Etienne Lassard on the right side, and Jan Shostak between the pipes here tonight. Those are tonight's starters presented by Williams Cleaners. Lincoln with the puck on the attack. It's Lassard firing it through, but it was blocked toward the near corner. Anderson trying to drop it off short side for Schlain. Could not connect. Schlain going to work now beneath the goal line. Comes up with the near corner. Feeds it in front for Pelletier. He's immediately tied up by Wilmot. And the Stampede take over possession. Bryce Inglis with the puck. Pumps it over near side. Trying to be flexed out of the zone by J.J. Montero. Hit off of a body before ricocheting eventually over the line and being lobbed in at Shostak. Ethan Weber collects for the Stars. Near side works at far end to Nick Young. Cross ice for Malte. Young is punished into the boards by Austin Baker immediately after getting rid of the puck. Tie up right in front of the Sioux Falls bench near side. Stars in their black sweaters here tonight. Sioux Falls in white. They'll do it again tomorrow night at the Denny Sanford Premier Center on the road in Sioux Falls. Stampede on the attack, rushing through on the left wing side. It's flung toward the net on the backhand. Save made by Shostak on that release from Joseph McGraw, the Army commit. Weber for Lincoln across ice, just a little bit ahead of Tanner Hendricks, chopping at it. It's flexed toward the side of the cage. Reed Barcani trying to put it on net. He could not. Ernest back in the neutral zone for Sioux Falls. Gets it back on a give and go. Backhands it toward the side of the cage. Just misses the net. Garam's over near corner. Flexed out of the zone by Lincoln. Here comes Malte. Right at the red line. He'll gain it and backhand into the zone. Sioux Falls coming off of 2 wins last weekend against Fargo. And the Stampede have won 3 straight games. Lincoln victors of 11 in a row entering tonight. Centering attempt partially blocked away. Caden Harrington gets in the way of that. Here comes Lincoln on the rush, but Oliver could not receive that pass just a little bit away from his stick from Ejan. Another chance for the Stampede. Barcani in the near corner, trying to hand off pass towards Spihar. Comes back towards Spihar. Near wall, he glides toward the blue line. Turns and fires toward the net. Hit off of Harrington. He'll collect the loose puck and go the other way for Lincoln. DeJulian up the middle. Flexes left side for Ejan. He delays. Bruno Ejan, base of the circle with a handoff pass to DeJulian. To the point, Jacob Brombach. Back toward DeJulian. Top of the circle. His shot blocked. Comes over toward Lassard. One touches it back toward the net, but it goes just wide of the far post. Lassard intercepts at center ice for the Stars. Pushes it up toward the blue line. Back and forth a couple of times. Gohansky nearly batting it the other way. Now is able to collect in the near corner. Gohansky, near corner. Trying to hand off pass toward lefty Markinitis, but that was broken up and carried out by the Stampede. Into the far corner, Etienne Lassard disrupting Aiden Welsh. Rombach for the Stars to the near corner. Belial pinches up from the Sioux Falls blue line to keep it back in the corner. Welsh is tied up against the wall. Marins collects, lobs it up a little bit too high for Bongo, who plays the puck behind the blue line and with a high stick. 16:39 to go here in the first period for the Stars and the Stampede. Sioux Falls last Saturday in its most recent game, a 6-1 winner against the Fargo Force. They were outshot 40-34, led 3-0 after the first period, and pretty much cruised from there. Worth noting from that contest last weekend, their goaltender Aiden Wright was not able to complete the game due to a goaltender fight. He and Alan Lendak both suspended 2 games for removal of their respective helmets, as well as a staged fight. So Wright will not be available for the Stampede for either game here this weekend. And getting the start between the pipes tonight is Waylon Esch. We'll get his numbers in just a moment as Pelletier tries to charge toward Esch. Poke checked at the last moment by Belisle. Belisle met in the far corner as Pelletier continues to work now on the forecheck. Pulled the puck free for a moment. Hunter Anderson tied up, and a stick lift prevents him from holding the zone. Breakout pass to the far side, dumped in by Anthony Bongo near corner. Weber shoulder to shoulder against the wall with Ritter Coombs, and a breakout for the Stars. Pelletier at center ice, gliding over the blue line, far side. His shot partially blocked, and Karam's out of play with 15:52 to go here in the first period. No score yet between Lincoln and Sioux Falls, and the Stars will not strike here in the opening 3 minutes of this game. That has been something that had been a big key for Lincoln in recent weeks. The Stars have scored in the first 3 minutes of a game 6 times now in their last 10 games, 12 times overall this season. Lincoln now back-to-back games not scoring in the opening 3 minutes, but that has been a theme over this 11-game win streak. Arrington trying his shot, blocked toward the near corner. Sandra from DeJulian. He's tied up on the far zone. Sandra trying to lay the bond. He couldn't deliver it in time before the puck was let loose to the near corner. Kennedy Shawley up on the near wall. Backhands it head over the blue line as it's steered north by Javon Moore. Moore trying to slow up, getting over the blue line after a little bit of a delay from Joseph McGraw far side, but it is going to be offside on Sioux Falls. Stars were victorious in 2 games against the Omaha Lancers last weekend. It was a home-and-home set. 4,245 fans on hand last Friday. Stars' first sellout since March 2nd of 2000, or since November 9th rather of 2019. It was their first sellout since March 2nd, 2019. First time with 4,000 fans in attendance since November 9th of that 2019 season. Great crowd on hand last Friday. Expecting another big one next Saturday, a week from tomorrow, when Omaha is back in town for the 3rd time over the last month. Here's Lane Loomer in deep, stapled to the wall, gets some help as it's fed up toward the left point. Rombach skating right, reverses left, flings it around the base of the boards. Malte backhand pitch pass in front of the net, no one quite there. Lassard rescues it at the blue line. Malte, the Stars captain, upended far side. Pressure applied up against him by Bryce Ingles. Gets the puck away and worked behind his own net. Near side of the ice, Alex Rybakov just behind center red. Able to fling it forward. Stars touching it up. Rombach north on the far side for Malte. He had some open ice. Carries it over the line. Trying to thread it through to his right toward Pakar. Just missed his stick. Loomer goes to work in the near corner. Pakar scoops it up. Threads it across ice. Lincoln has to retreat back to the neutral zone. Both teams with 1 shot on goal so far. No score yet in this first period between Lincoln and Sioux Falls. Baker just barely gained the line. Flings it up back toward the point. Steal away by Oliver. Picks the pocket of Javon Moore. Oliver looking for DeJulian. Just missed him near post side. DeJulian underneath for Oliver. In front, Ejon. He is stone point blank. Now a rush the other way for the Stampede. Back and forth hockey. Arister denied. And Shostak makes the save on McGraw. Well, a fast-paced start to this one. No score yet, though, between Lincoln and Sioux Falls. We head to our first media timeout of tonight's game, and we'll be back in 60 seconds on the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Let's send it back to the voice of the Stars, Joel Norman.
59 to go between Lincoln and Sioux Falls in this best of the West clash here in the capital city. These two teams battling tonight in Lincoln, tomorrow in Sioux Falls. If you're listening on 93.7 The Ticket here tonight, don't forget tomorrow night you can listen on the Lincoln Stars Mixlr page for the game for free. Just stay tuned for our Facebook link, which we'll be posting tomorrow morning. Face off to the left of Jan Shostak, deep in the Lincoln zone after he just made his second stop of the night. Shostak entering tonight's game 18-9 with a .234 goals against average and a .909 save percentage. This is game number 29 on the season, and Shostak has been superb over the course of this winning streak. 7 straight victories between the pipes for him. It's a shot opportunity blocked away from Noah Ernest and lobbed down to the neutral zone. Shostak with a 2.00 goals against average and a .914 save percentage over the course of his personal 7-game winning streak between the pipes. Nick Young for Lincoln works it back behind the goal line toward Ethan Weber. Flexes it out far side, off the stick, popping up in the air. Belisle flips it back in behind the Lincoln zone. Nick Young just broke his stick. At some point, the shaft coming free from the base of it. Without a stick, heading back toward the bench, trying to get over there at least as Oliver begins the breakout. Young will just go for a change as Oliver lets loose from the left wing side in the midst of a line change, and he scores. Tashel Oliver from the left wing side extends his point streak to 12 games, and the Stars strike first with 13:06 to go here in the first period. Oliver was the last man standing on the ice of his line, and in the midst of a line change, carries the mail north and lets it rip from atop the left wing circle to put the Stars up 1-0. Tashel Oliver has been lights out this season, and especially during this 11-game win streak, a 12-game point streak now for Oliver. For what it's worth, the Stars are 23-0 when he has 1 point and 13-0 when he scores. Looking to extend both of those streaks a little further here tonight. As Aiden Jans at the red line wires this puck in. Took a little bit of a collision. He's going to make his way to the bench here slowly as the Stars trying to hold the line. Jans in a little bit of pain there. Harrington from center ice flexes it into the zone. Esch steadies the puck, wristing it over near corner. Ingles on the zone exit with a cross ice pass. Brought into the zone by Jake Marins. His shot clipping off the left pad of Shostak. Backhanded back in front of the net, but rescued by the Stars and escorted to safety. Stretch pass ahead just away from Jans. He's the first one to it, though, beneath the goal line. So Lincoln on the board first here tonight, striking first once again. What a theme that has been over the second half of the season. Ingles comes up with the puck. When scoring first, the Stars 23-2-1-0. Tossed in at Shostak, in and out of his glove. He'll leave it behind the net. Carried north by Etienne Lassard. For Sioux Falls, when their opponent has scored first in a game this season, 15-5-0-1. Stampede gained the line. Coombs, former Waterloo Blackhawk, Dubuque Fighting Saint, trying to thread the needle. He couldn't get it through. Schlane spins and backhands at a cross ice foot race of the puck, allows for Icy to be washed out. Good work there by Pelletier. Stampede do come up with it. Worked across ice by Matthew Grimes near side. Coombs gains the line, threads it through. Montero couldn't get the shot off. Good stick check by Jacob Rombach of Lincoln. Rombach for Pelletier has to backtrack it right back at Rombach. Now flexed through by Lassard. Anderson, former Stampede forward, drops it off. Pelletier delays, and he scores! Alex Pelletier from Hunter Anderson. It's 2-0 Lincoln. 11:10 to go here in the first period. Again, from atop the left circle, the Stars strike for the second time in this period. Nice drop pass from Anderson, shaking off the defense just a little bit to give Pelletier enough space to let it fly. 2 rip Stars 2 goals on their first 4 shots of the night. And midway through the first period, Lincoln has doubled up its lead. The Stars enter tonight's game leading the USHL in goals scored. They now have 190 goals on the season and lead this one 2-0 early on. Back to work for the Stampede. Only 1 fewer shot than the Stars, but 2 of Lincoln's 4 shots have gone in the net. Shostak trying to slow the puck behind his own net. Couldn't quite do so. Around the boards on the far side. Noah Ernest twisting and turning, trying to feed it back toward the point. He missed Anthony Bongo on that pass attempt. Stampede back in their own zone. Pakar pestering the whole way, trying to force a turnover near side. It does get over the blue line. Tried to be flung across ice by Bongo. Has to get some help, but he gets in the form of McGraw. Valte able to intercept that pass and dump it into the zone. He'll head to the bench for a change. Loomer and Pakar remain on the attack, but it is skated out of the zone now by the Stampede. To the near side of the ice, McGraw trying to backhand it in deep. Couldn't get it past Harrington. At center ice, Skater Harrington wires it just wide to the far post. Stampede scoop it up, corralled toward the near side, and eventually skated out of their own zone by Austin Baker. Trying to go across ice to Joseph McGraw. Just missed his stick, so Tanner Hendricks takes over for Lincoln. Up ice and off of the stick of Kohansky, bounces to Grimes. D-to-D pass, Ingles, captain of the Stampede, works it into the zone, just over the blue line. Hendricks to Harrington near side. Up on the far boards, just past the stick of Sandrick, flying back into the Stampede zone. Able to be received by Ingles. Far board side at center ice. Hendricks disrupts the path, feeds it back in behind the net. Esch leaving the puck up against the wall. Around by Grimes and brought to the blue line. Now a little bit of a delay to shake off the defense. Aiden Welsh has it back on a give and go. Welsh near side, base of the circle. Drops it off in front. Terrific save by Shostak. Moore was there between the circles, but Shostak shuffled to his left and makes the save. 9:13 to go here in the first period. It's 2-0 Stars. And we'll be back with more in a moment after this 60-second timeout on the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network.
Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Let's send it back to the voice of the Stars, Joel Norman.
2-0 Stars with 9:13 to go in this first period. Lincoln scoring twice on its first 4 shots of tonight's game and in the lead here against Sioux Falls. Great start for Lincoln with goals coming off of the sticks of Dashiell Oliver and then Alex Pelletier not long afterward. Oliver at the 8:55 mark. Pelletier just under 2 minutes later at the 8:50 mark. 19th of the campaign for Oliver. That leads the Stars and Pelletier's 12th. Jacob Rombach for Lincoln up toward Bruno Egan. He'll stick it into the attacking zone. Esch way out of the pipes. Flexes over to the far boards. Egan there at intercept. In deep for DeJulian. Oliver along there with him. Rocky Russo highlighted this line for the Stars during the pregame show. It is the third line on the Stars line chart. However, I think there's a fair case to be made. This would be a lot of teams' top line. You look at the work. DeJulian with 17 goals. Oliver scored his 19th earlier. Sioux Falls offside as Logan Rinkowski was just behind the defense on the attack, but could go no further. Worth noting for tonight's game, Sioux Falls, we mentioned, is already without Aiden Wright, its regular goaltender, but also missing probably its best forward in Ethan Wittenbach. He entered tonight first among USHL rookies in points and goals and second in assists. Overall, sixth in the USHL in points and tied for the fourth most goals. So that's a big player that the Stampede are missing here tonight. We'll see if he's available to go tomorrow night when these two teams do it again in Sioux Falls. Here's Cade Kohansky in the neutral zone. Sent it off the body of J.J. Montero. Now steers it north, intending to find Jans, but disrupted by Grimes. Pinches ahead and gains the line. Tipped away from him, but right over to the near board side to the stick of Montero. Ben Wilmot back to the point. D-to-D pass. Ingalls lets it fly. Clear lane, though, for Shostak, and he makes the save. 8:05 to go in the first. It's 2-0 Stars. Oliver from Egan at the 6:55 mark, and then Pelletier at the 8:50 mark from Anderson and Lassard. So we mentioned that Oliver extended his point streak to 12 games. He's now got 10 goals and 12 assists in his last 12 games. Hunter Anderson has also extended his point streak now to 9 games. Anderson, since joining the Stars, has recorded a point in all but one game. He actually came over in a trade with Sioux Falls back on January the 9th. Vlasov sends it back to the point. Ingalls had a shot attempt blocked away. Recovers and threads it in deep. Bounces just past the stick of Harrington. Collected on the near wall by Marconi. Flipped to the point, but Grimes bobbles and has to head back to the neutral zone to go get the puck. Tossed in behind Shostak. Harrington, the first one there for Lincoln. Turned it over right behind the net. Ernest didn't see it was on his stick. So Hendricks picks his pocket and flexes around for Anderson. Here comes Hunter Anderson, right wing side. Gliding toward the net. Gets the shot off from about the goal line. Save made. Rebound collected. Schlane threads it in down low, and he scores. Daniel Schlane makes it 3-0 Lincoln. Kind of off of a broken play. Anderson with a great effort to put it on net. The save made. Hendricks gliding toward the net, delayed, and then flipped it to his right to Schlane, who waited out the defense and threaded that down low through the 5-hole of Esch to make it 3-0 Stars. Another streak extended as Daniel Schlane entered tonight with the longest active point streak in consecutive home games in the USHL. Make it 13 straight home games to the point for Daniel Schlane. It's his 16th goal of the season overall, and it's 3-0 Stars. 3 goals on their first 5 shots of the game, and back-to-back shots finding the back of the net. Here come the Stars looking for more. Loomer behind the defense, looks to go down low, but Esch is there to make the save. Philip Norberg will escort him away from his netminder as both teams converge a little bit at the near post side. 3-0 Stars. Were they ready to go here tonight? Leading this one thanks to 3 first-period goals. Pelletier, Oliver, and a moment ago, Schlane. Sets up a face-off near circle side. Schlane over this 13-game home point streak, 8 goals and 13 assists. This is a streak that extends all the way back to November 9th. He has been automatic at the Icebox this season. Lincoln will swap out lines. Gio DeJulien's third line comes onto the ice with Oliver and Egan. DeJulien kicked down to the dot. Oliver gets the draw. Loses it over to the near board side. Flipped sky high out of the zone toward Javon Moore. Moore at the blue line, disrupted, trying to enter the zone. And Egan steals it away from behind his own net. Bruno gets a step, flips it over toward DeJulian, steered it to Oliver, and he'll flip it off of the wall. Comes right back to him. Oliver passes left wing. Egan trying to drop pass for Young, a little bit out of his wheelhouse, and stolen away by the Stampede. Moore on the near side, can't get around Weber. Ethan Weber from behind his own net, north for Egan. Bruno Egan trying to go off of the wall. Couldn't get away from Rinkowski. Tie-up continues just outside of the Lincoln blue line before Moore comes over and lobs it into the zone. Picked up near side by the Stampede. Jake Marins was pretty much working all alone near corner. Flipped it over to the far side. No one there. And the Stampede reset in the neutral zone. Rybakov Stolen away, DeJulian at center ice, right about to head to the bench, flips to the far corner, and then makes his way over the boards. 3-0 Stars with 5:54 to go here in the first period. Jacob Rombach to Lassard near side. Up ice and off of the stick of Jans. Flies up in the air, off of it looked like a glove on the bench of Sioux Falls. So puck out of play with 5:44 to go. Looks like they're going to drop it right about at center ice. Lincoln 15-5 at the Icebox this season. 8-game home winning streak. Last time they lost at home was December 13th. Last overall loss, January 4th. That was in overtime against Des Moines. You have to go back a day prior for their first loss, in their most recent loss in regulation. That was January 3rd. Still their only regulation loss of the 2025 calendar year. Ingles used the glass to flip it up to the blue line, but kept onside by the Stars. Kohanski with Markinitis near side. All four members of this fourth line scored last Friday in that win over Omaha in this building. Lassard near side, up ice for Markinitis. Glides into the zone. Lefty Markinitis tries a shot, blocked away, bouncing toward Kohanski, came just behind him. Markinitis near corner. Fires, blocked away, and comes back to the right point. Here's Harrington. Vermont commit, sends it in deep. Ingles for Sioux Falls, the first one to it. Trying to delay away from the defense. He could not. Markinitis on the steal, gives it to Harrington, but shut down. Waylon Esch with a big stop there. So the Stars continuing to press the issue, leading 3-0 with 4:43 to go in this first period. And this sets up a faceoff to the right of Esch in a moment. Fourth USHL game for him. He has won 2 of his first 3 appearances. .918 save percentage and a .217 goals against average entering play here tonight. But he has been under siege. 3 goals surrendered on the first 5 shots faced. He has faced 9 overall. Lincoln out shooting Sioux Falls 9-6 here in this opening frame. Stampede on the attack, delaying a pass over toward Montero. Another great save by Shostak. Now Harrington getting into it with Montero near side. Henricks and McGraw pushing and shoving. Linesman will step in the way and get in front of Montero and Harrington. Tonight's referee, Cameron Giancarlo, Wyatt Corrigan, and Takashi St. Pierre are the linesmen. 4:29 left in the first, and a face-off to the right of the Lincoln net in a moment. Three tallies tonight for Lincoln. 191 goals on the season. Their record is 246 goals back in 2000-2001. Tie up on the draw, controlled by Young of the Stars. Sends it in behind his own goal line to Weber. Comes back to help him out. Gets it north for Eja. Not quite out of the zone. Tossed toward the net from the far boards. And held on to again by Shostak. Jan Shostak entering tonight's game with the top goals against average in the USHL. Tied for the third most wins and tied for the 5th best save percentage. And his 3 shutouts also tied for most in the USHL. Lincoln has not had a shutout win since November 27th. 5-0 triumph against the Tri-City Storm in this building. 4:16 left in the first. Draw comes to the left of the Stars net. And DeJulian able to win it back. Ejan corrals. Got Oliver near side. Flexes to him. Oliver, cross ice, just away from Young. Weber gaining the blue line. Gets it up toward Young. Tied up in the corner. DeJulian helps him out. To the right point. Weber. 2 goals last Saturday in Omaha. Delays. Flings toward the net. Loose puck is still in front of the cage. And now Esch is able to cover it up. Weber getting in deep, pushing and shoving. And now the bodies continue to gather to the right of the Lincoln net, or the Sioux Falls net, rather. We saw Weber score a goal from in front just like that last weekend against Omaha. He's trying to get another with that 2-goal effort last Saturday. 5 goals and 9 assists on the season for the Penn State commit. He appeared on NHL Central Scouting's preliminary draft watch list. And Weber hoping to hear his name called in late June in the NHL draft. 3:51 to go in the first. It's 3-0 Stars. Picard to take the draw. Cannot win this one as the Stampede come up with it. Not quite out of the zone. Rombach passes up high, just a little bit too high for Oliver. Looks like a hand pass will be called on the Stars. So that is going to put the faceoff out of the Sioux Falls end. First period of play is being presented by Genesis Health Clubs. And the Stars have scored 3 times. They are now outscoring opponents 70-28 in the first period this season. Frankly, the only period that is close is the third. Stars just barely outscoring opponents 54-43. Outscoring them 65-38 in the second for what it's worth. Here's Lassard trying to find Malte. Just missed him on the pass. Malte looks to go underneath, just a step in front of where Picard was headed. So the Stampede will flip it up just out to center, past a couple of sticks, received by Lassard. Cross ice threaded over to Malte. Matthew Malte in deep, just behind Esch and away from Picard. Steered to the near wall. Noah Ernest not quite able to get it out of the zone. Loomer sticks it around the boards, scooped up here by the Stampede. One-touch pass allows them to exit their own end. Ernest couldn't receive the stretch pass, coming to him off of the stick of Varcani. Lassard near side finds Anderson. Hunter Anderson at his own blue line, brings it to the neutral zone, backhands it just over the body of one defender, trying to skip past the defense, is able to get the puck back on his stick. That backhander denied by Esch. Schlane lost his footing defending on the far side. That allows for Grimes to get a step on the fence. Wired in by McGraw. Grimes right behind the net, sticking it to the corner. Moore trying to flip it back near side, but intercepted by Lincoln. Hendricks leads the charge right up the middle. Drop pass toward Pelletier, just missed his stick. That allows Sioux Falls to rush the other way. Fresh change for the Stars. Oliver right off the bench, defending Baker. Delays, feeds it in front of the net, off of the stick of Harrington. Collects it right in front of Showstack and brings the puck near side. He'll lob it to the far corner for Hendricks. Up ice and just off Pelletier's stick, back into the neutral zone. 1:56 to go in the first. 3-0 Stars. Hendricks up the wall finds Pelletier. Chopped down by Schlane and rolled to Oliver. Oliver and Schlane with Harrington right behind them. Schlane gains the line, lobs it, trying to find Oliver backdoor. Disrupted right in front of the Sioux Falls net. Near side of the ice, Pelletier backhands it up to the blue line, but received immediately by Jake Marins. Marins holds the line for the Stampede. Gliding to the top of the right circle, gives it to the point. Shawlee with a shot, punched away by Showstack to the near wall. Pelletier will chop it up ice and just over all 3 lines into the near faceoff circle. Allows for Lincoln to complete the line change there. As Young defends, a backhander from down low. Save made by Showstack. He pins it up to the side of the net. Off the backhander from Renkowski and covers up. 1:06 left to the first. 3-0 Stars, out shooting Sioux Falls 12-10. Well, assuming the Stampede did not have a 3-goal outburst in them over the final 66 seconds of the first period, they will enter the first intermission trailing for just the 17th time this season. 9-6-0-1 when trailing after the first period. Entering play here tonight. Bongo at the left point, flings it toward the cage, blocked in between the 2 circles. Steered to the near wall. DeJulian and Oliver punched over the blue line, back to the neutral zone. Oliver comes up with it, finds DeJulian. 50 seconds left. DeJulian, saucer pass in front, trying to find Ejan on a redirection, but just missed his stick. Now it's Bongo the other way for the Stampede, trying to sidestep Weber. Missed the worst of that check. Tie up along the near wall. Into the corner up against the goal line. 32 seconds left in the frame. Marins glued to the wall by Weber. DeJulian right there. Welsh trying to pull it free. Now Young pushes him up against the boards. 18 seconds left in the frame. Still no movement in the near corner. DeJulian looks like he has it now. He wants to delay. Young comes over to help him out. 8 seconds left in the frame. Puck is still tied to the wall. Varkani thought he had a moment to pry it free. Now it's able to be punched around the boards to Rybakov. Turns and flings, but just misses the net as the buzzer sounds on the first period. A 3-goal outburst by the Stars in the opening 20 minutes. And Lincoln leads by 3 after this first period of play. Scoring for the Stars in the first, Oliver got it started in the midst of a line change at the 6:55 mark with his 19th of the season. Alex Pelletier doubled up the lead from just about the same spot on the ice at the 8:50 mark with his 12th of the campaign. And then Daniel Schlein is 16th overall, the 12:35 mark, as Lincoln up 3-0 after 20 minutes. Great start for the Stars in this battle of the best of the West. Lincoln with a 4-point lead in the standings on Sioux Falls, and exactly the start to this game that it wanted here tonight. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, it's going to be time for our first intermission report being presented by Crayon Campus. But first, we'll step aside with Lincoln ahead by a 3-0 score. Stay tuned for more in just a moment. This is the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Attention Nebraska sports fans, are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it twice a day.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it in the morning and before dinner.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it, and share it with my doctor. Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor.
Now that I know my blood pressure numbers, I talked with my doctor. We're getting those numbers down.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Learn more at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last. Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services, as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Ella Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
Is your office technology holding your business back? At Hamilton, we're more than just an IT provider. We're your partner, focused on building integrated technology solutions tailored to your business needs, both today and for the future. We know that every business is unique, and that's why we provide the services and support you need and nothing you don't. We believe that together, you can continue to serve and support your customers while knowing that your technology is taken care of. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual Planner Clinic at the Adams County Fairgrounds in Hastings, February 19th and 20th. This hands-on event offers expert training on John Deere planners and performance upgrades, covering topics such as new technology, in-cab monitors, maintenance points, and options to increase your operations profits. New this year, classes on autonomy preparation and exact shot. Don't miss Landmark's Planner Clinic, February 19th and 20th in Hastings. Learn more at landmarkimp.com/events.
Attention all wing fans! Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 89-cent boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.29 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today at 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Attention! For the entire month of February, Acres has John Deere packaged oil and filters for 15% off. John Deere engineers its oil filters specifically for large ag equipment and commercial and residential mowers. With premium materials, these filters meet the unique demands of your farm and acreage. Following a strict maintenance routine with premium John Deere oil and filters ensures your equipment will run efficiently for years. Visit your local Acres store to start shopping today.
Ever wonder what it's like to work for a company that actually cares? At Lincoln Industries, they're revolutionizing local manufacturing while taking care of their most valuable asset, their people. When you join their team, you'll enjoy comprehensive health coverage, wellness initiatives that work around your life, and benefits that show they're serious about your future. Plus, you'll be a part of a proud manufacturing tradition right here in the community. Don't just take their word for it. Visit LincolnIndustries.com to see all their current opportunities and find out why their people love calling Lincoln Industries home.
At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Whether it's neck pain, shoulder pain, or lower back pain, Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic's team specializes in treatments such as dry needling, cupping therapy, and traditional adjustments. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today, 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and A Street in Lincoln.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Hello? Hello?
Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with yourself for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Back here in the 93.7 Ticket Studios on 1040 O Street, I am Enrique Alvarez-Clary, and I'll give you a quick score update from the USHL. The Sioux City Musketeers and the Tri-City Storm are going to be entering the second period with Sioux City up 3-0. Dubuque is up 1-0 on Cedar Rapids at the end of the first period. The Fargo Force up 1-0 over the Omaha Lancers after the first period. The Green Bay Gamblers up 3-2 at the start of the second period over the Madison Capitals. And the Des Moines Buccaneers going into the second period up 2-1 over the Waterloo Blackhawks. That's going to do it for your quick score update around the USHL. I am Enrique Alvarez-Clary, and when we get back from our next break, you will hear Joel Norman for the second period of the Lincoln Stars over the Sioux Falls. The Lincoln Stars over Sioux Falls as Lincoln leads 3-0 at the end of the first period.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
3 feet. I'm Trooper Ollie with the Nebraska State Patrol. Oftentimes, 3 feet is all we have when working on the side of the road. When you come across an emergency vehicle working roadside, Nebraska law requires drivers to move over or slow down if you can't move over. For all of us who perform our jobs on the road, help us out and move over. This message is presented by the Nebraska State Patrol and the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Let's send it back to the voice of the Stars, Joel Norman.
3-0 Stars after the first period of play as they are ahead of the Sioux Falls Stampede here tonight in this first of two games this weekend between the two teams. Lincoln and Sioux Falls will do it again tomorrow night at 6:05 at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Just a reminder, if you're listening with us here on 93.7 The Ticket here tonight, you can tune in tomorrow again. It won't be on the Ticket, but it'll be on the Lincoln Stars Mixlr page. That's mixlr.com/Lincoln-Stars. And you can tune in for the 6:05 puck drop on the road tomorrow night. Here tonight, the Stars getting the scoring started with a goal by Dashiell Oliver at the 6:55 mark of the first period, his 19th of the campaign. Alex Pelletier added to the lead with his 12th of the campaign at the 8:50 mark. And Daniel Schlane scored the Stars' third and final goal of that first period at the 12:35 mark with his 16th goal of the campaign. Hunter Anderson has 2 assists, and his 2 points lead all Stars players. Anderson, you got to imagine, had to be a little fired up playing against his former team, and he has come out strong. He has now extended his point streak to 9 games. He has 2 goals and 9 assists over that span. We mentioned that Oliver opened up the scoring for the Stars here tonight, extended his point streak to 12 games, 10 goals and 12 assists in his last 12 games. Well, that's been the theme for this streak for the Stars. 11 wins in a row. Oliver had a point in each of the first 11. He's got a point tonight, and the Stars looking to extend this winning streak to 12 games. The franchise record for consecutive victories is 16, so no history will be made this weekend. But the Stars can continue to get a little cushion in the standings as they entered action here tonight, just 4 points ahead of the Sioux Falls Stampede atop the Western Conference. Lincoln with the best record overall in the USHL. And you're going to have a chance to catch this team in action again next weekend when the Stars, a week from tomorrow, host the Omaha Lancers for rivalry night at the Icebox. Lincoln is 4-0 against the Lancers this season and looking to continue to punish their I-80 rivals. They'll face them next week, Thursday in Omaha. They'll be at Sioux Falls next Friday and then host the Lancers next Saturday. That's a week from tomorrow, and you can get your tickets now at LincolnStars.com. We'll take a break, and when we come back, it's time for the second period. This has been the First Intermission Report presented by Crayon Campus on the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network.
How would you recognize them? By their clothes, their age, the way they speak? Would you notice a 16-year-old boy who got his first job,
not for extra spending money, but to help feed his little sisters?
or a mother who's in between jobs and sometimes goes to bed hungry so her kids can have dinner? Or a 14-year-old girl who signs up to every after-school activity, not to make friends, but just to get something to eat? Or a retiree who fell ill and had to choose
between getting medicine or groceries.
I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew were hungry. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Mario fue pintor más de 30 años. Cuando me dijo que se le estaban olvidando las cosas, fue difícil. Un día me dijeron que pintara el marco del lado por dentro y pinté el lado de afuera.
Yo le diría a la gente que le diga a su familia lo que está pasando con él.
Si algo se nota diferente, podría ser Alzheimer. Es momento de hablarlo. Visita alz.org/nuestras historias para saber más. Un mensaje de The Alzheimer's Association y The Ad Council.
Let's send it back to the voice of the Stars, Joel Norman.
Just about ready for the start of the second period here at the Icebox as the Lincoln Stars hold a 3-0 lead over the Sioux Falls Stampede. Joel Norman with you on the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network as the Stars scored 3 times in the first period thanks to goals from Dashiell Oliver, Alex Pelletier, and Daniel Schlein. The depth of this team just continues to impress. That second line has accounted for 2 even strength goals, Oliver providing the other one. Well, we saw it last weekend for Lincoln. A lot of success on the power play against the Omaha Lancers. Neither team has had a power play here tonight. It hasn't mattered because the Stars' 5-on-5 play has been superb to begin tonight's contest. The Stars are out shooting the Stampede 13-10 here tonight in this first of 2 matchups here this weekend. It's been a great start to the month of February for Lincoln, entering tonight's game 4-0 this month. Road victories against Dubuque, Sioux City, and Omaha, in addition to the lone home victory last Friday against the Lancers. Only 3 home games this month, which is the fewest of any month, not including September, when only 4 overall games were played. Either way, the Stars getting a chance to add to this home resume, where they've won 8 straight here so far. Ready to go with period number 2 as we're back at the Icebox and underway here in the second stanza. It's being presented by Juice Stop, and happy to have you along with us here tonight on the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network. Lincoln will attack right to left here in the second. leading by 3-0 score. See what the Stampede have here for a punch bank. They enter tonight on a 3-game winning streak, 4-game point streak as Montero stood up at the red line by Pelletier. Stampede hang on to the puck, delaying behind the net. Montero trying to wrap it around near side, lost his footing, and stolen away by Rombach of Lincoln. Rombach backtracking, works to his D partner, Lassard. North for Schlane, threaded ahead, looking for Anderson, just missed his stick, and instead finds Alex Rybakov. Rybakov, a 3-year member of the Sioux Falls Stampede, entered with 8 goals and 19 assists in 136 games with Sioux Falls. Rombach steals it away from behind the Lincoln net, trying to work to the far side, has to steer it back near side. Jacob Rombach expecting to be a second-round draft pick in the NHL draft this coming spring. Keep your eyes out for his name in late June. Rombach has received a lot of acclaim here this season. Nordberg, far side. Good tie-up by Lassard. Forces a turnover. Will be brought north by Lincoln. Oliver, near side for Egan. He's got DeJulian, but cannot get around Bongo. Oliver scoops up the puck, wires it off the far boards. DeJulian beneath the goal line, trying to find Egan in front. Blocked away. Came up to the right point. Weber's shot. One time toward the cage, just missing it. Ricocheted off the boards onto the backside of the net. And is stuck up there, so we get a whistle. 18:23 to go here in the second. It's a 3-0 Stars lead. Face-off coming up to the left of the Sioux Falls net in just a moment. Lincoln scored 3 times on 5 shots in that first period. Its first 5 shots of the game. Came out ready to roll and able to cash in a plenty. Face-off win for Lincoln. Threaded around the boards by Weber to the near side. Tied up against the boards. McGraw able to get it around for Shaw Lee. Just able to go past the stick of Egan into the center ice area. Weber banking it over near side, looking for Oliver. Missed his stick. And it goes in deep for icing on the Stars. Lincoln and Sioux Falls prior to tonight had only faced each other one time this season. That was October 5th. A 3-2 Stars victory at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Including tonight, 3 of their next 4 games are against each other. Sioux Falls has a very busy weekend. After heading home tomorrow night, they will host Fargo on Sunday. And then they'll be back in action against the Stars next Friday. Lincoln has a 3-game weekend next weekend. It'll be its second of the month. Next Thursday at Omaha, next Friday at Sioux Falls, and then next Saturday, the Stars will be here at home against the Lancers. DeJulian forces the turnover in the zone exit. Egan near side, back toward DeJulian, backhanded up the wall for him. Bruno against the corner, threads it in front of the net on the backhand. Weber not quite there to receive it. A few steps behind, so it's able to be brought out of the zone by Baker. McGraw, far corner. Trying to go up the wall. Grimes able to get a stick in and continue the tie-up, at least briefly, before it's flung out by Loomer. Malte off of the boards, near side. Right back into the Lincoln zone. Shostak steadies the puck behind the net. Work to Malte, near side. He gains the blue line. Malte, right side. Pakar. Can't get around Belisle. Continues on the tie-up. Malte comes in to apply the body, but pushes the puck actually further away from him and his teammate as Ingles sent it in way from behind his own blue line, but the first man there to touch up will be Jake Marins, his teammate. Marins met by 2 defenders, stolen by Lincoln. Pakar couldn't muscle it north far enough toward Loomer. Now Harrington backtracking, pushed up against the wall. Pass down low for Marins, up to the point. Ingles lets it fly, blocked just in front of Shostak and comes to the near wall. Welsh in deep, around for the stick of Rinkowski. Trying to work it past Harrington, he could not. Henricks backhands away from the couple of bodies toward the near side. Malte will chip it up to the neutral zone as Ingles absorbs the contact. Pakar gains the line, flings it toward the net, but Esch is there with a glove save. Pops it right out of his glove and hands off to Rinkowski. Feeds north, and here come the Stampede. Montero tosses it to the net, but a save by Shostak. In the near corner. J.J. Montero, former Waterloo Blackhawk, to the point. Bongo delaying his shot, blocked away. Stars skaters have been in front of plenty of Stampede opportunities. But Lincoln does ice the puck here. 15:59 to go in the second. Second icing call of the period on the Stars. Top two teams in the USHL in scoring entering tonight's game, Lincoln and Sioux Falls. We mentioned Lincoln with the healthy advantage in goals scored compared to Sioux Falls. The Stampede have scored 162 goals. Not at all a bad number, but that's 29 behind the first place Stars. Just shows you how dangerous the Stars have been throughout this campaign. Scored at least 6 goals in both victories last weekend against Omaha. We're going to continue that here tonight. In fact, on this win streak for the Stars, there's only been one game in which Lincoln scored less than 5 goals. That was a 4-3 win against Sioux City, February 2nd. Get a whistle here on a puck out of play. It'll be a neutral zone draw right next to the Lincoln blue line on the far side of the ice. Daniel Schlane dips into the dot. Scored earlier in this game. Schlane picking up his 16th goal of the season and 13th consecutive home game with a point. That's the longest streak of the USHL. Stampede clear the zone. Bounces back to Rombach just behind the Lincoln blue line. Jacob Rombach, a plus 16 in his last 11 games entering tonight. Also a plus 25. That's tied for 4th best in the USHL. Up toward Anderson near side. Steers it over the blue line. Received right away by Matthew Grimes. Cross ice to Reed Varcani. Varcani over the blue line. Met by a couple of Stars defenders. His shot blocked. Bongo holds the line. Wrists it, but again off of a boot of a Star. This time Pelletier to the neutral zone. Anderson couldn't get around Grimes to go north. Bongo pinches ahead. Steers it in deep on the back end toward the far corner. Varcani chips it over near side for Ernest. Ernest up to the left point. Rybakov fading away. Tosses to the cage, but a save by Shostak. Back to Rybakov at the left point. Glides to his right. Wrists it just wide of the near post. Pelletier flicks to the neutral zone just past Anderson's stick. And right back toward Rybakov of Sioux Falls. Fan on the pass north, but gets some help from Belisle to pump it in deep. Long shift for Rombach. He can't clear the zone. An intercept and a miss of the net just barely. Javon Moore looking to extend his point streak to 6 games. Moore drops it off near side. Off of the glove of Shostak. He does make the save. Loose puck corralled by Pelletier back to the neutral zone. Ingles to Rybakov. Little burst of energy here from Sioux Falls. Rybakov lost his footing entering the zone. Flicks it back toward the point. One time from the left point, but a save by Shostak. Off of the stick of Austin Baker. And that forces a stoppage in play with 13:51 to go here in the second period. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Stay with us. This is the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Against Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Against Sports at 48th and Vine.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Let's send it back to the voice of the Stars, Joel Norman.
Still 3-0 Lincoln with 13:51 to go here in the second period. Stars with the advantage over the Sioux Falls Stampede. And this first of 2 matchups this weekend. They'll do it again tomorrow night, 6:05 at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Face off to the right of Jan Shostak after making his 14th save of the game right before that media timeout. Back underway, and the Stars looking for some more. Oliver across ice for Egan. Winds up with a slapper. He missed the cage. To the near board side, McGraw, north for Baker. Flips it over left wing side. Moore's going to step on Weber. Moore lets it loose, just missed the net. Young into the near corner. Weber joins him, as does DeJulian. Moore's got Weber pinned toward the wall. Puck is still tied up near corner side, with 13:20 to go in the second. Lincoln at home tonight, on the road tomorrow. Looking to build off of this 15-5 home record and 8-game winning streak. On home ice, 11 games overall. Back at the Sioux Falls end, Esch tosses it around the boards. Right to DeJulian on the far wall. He turned and one-timed it toward the net. Esch was just able to get back in between the pipes to make the save. Henricks, north for Oliver. Takes a hit up against the wall, but got the puck over the blue line. Egan trying to delay it back toward Oliver. Broken up by Shawlee. Shawlee to the far board side, just away from the stick of Vlasov. Now in front of the net. Opportunity for Rinkowski, but denied with a little flare from Jan Shostak. Shostak shows off the glove save that he just made with 12:39 to go in the second, denying Rinkowski from point-blank range. $16 shots for Lincoln, 15 for Sioux Falls as the Stars control the draw. Work toward the near side. Harrington up ice for Malte. Finds Loomer over the blue line. Ingles delivers the body against him. Vlasov controls behind the Sioux Falls net. To the near side, it's Ingles. Up ice, finds Vlasov. Hops off of his stick. A little miscommunication initially. Rinkowski eventually backhands it into the zone. Harrington. Cross ice, missed the stick of Loomer. Eventually off the wall, collected by Lane Loomer. Penn State commit near wall. Gretzky stop, feeds it up to the point. Malte was streaking in, trying to get a one-timer off. He couldn't quite get to it, as now Shostak, in a huge collision near side, collides with Bryce Ingles, and everyone collides in the near corner. Shostak came way out from between the pipes to try and play the puck near board side in a foot race to it. Ingles, the first one there for Sioux Falls, trying to come up with it, colliding with Shostak. And Jan Shostak is down on his chest and in pain right now, near board side at the edge of the near circle. Ingles went flying after the collision. Looks like we're going to have our first penalties of the night coming up in a moment. Caden Harrington was the first one over to Ingles. They're still continuing to push and shove with both linesmen in between them. Ingles wants to see the replay. Harrington's going to the box for Lincoln. Ingles will join him on the far side for Sioux Falls. They continue to chat. Everyone's starting to go their separate ways in the near corner. That collision was so fierce. Shostak's helmet is still just now picked up. It went all the way in between the two circles. It sure looked like that was just unfortunate timing on both sides on that foot race to the puck. If you're Ingles, there's hardly any time to really stop and settle yourself. But that said, you're going to understand the Stars going after him after their goaltender went down. Shostak is just now getting up. William Browse, the Stars' backup, who usually wears a player helmet on the bench, has put on his goaltender helmet and is on the ice. Shostak has had to leave due to injury one time this season. Back on October the 19th, he missed 2 games due to injury before returning. That was a lower body injury sustained against the Youngstown Phantoms. William Browse came in that day and was terrific in relief, picking up the win in an eventual 3-2 Stars win. Shostak is still being attended to on the near side, so we're waiting to see what is to come of him. Browse stretching in front of the Lincoln bench, preparing as if he'll have to come into this game. A round of applause from the crowd as Shostak gets up. Skating under his own power right now. I think he wants to see if he can continue in this game as he heads back between the pipes. Tanner Hendricks is skating over with his stick and helmet. Browse has gotten back on the bench for now. His helmet is off. Showstacks isn't on yet. 3-0 Stars. Scary moment for Lincoln. Arguably the best goaltender of the USHL getting injured. Down, but it seems like not out as he's between the pipes, still chatting with Stars athletic trainer and equipment manager Corey Courtney, as well as Tanner Hendricks, who brought him his stick and helmet. Awaiting what is the seed of these penalties. Captains for both sides are skating away from tonight's referee, Cameron Giancarlo. However, Giancarlo is now heading into the penalty box to review that hit. Ingalls has stepped out of the box almost as if to assume he's probably heading to the locker room. Meanwhile, Corey Courtney has walked away from the Stars net. And it appears Shostak is going to remain in the game. Still taking an extra moment to collect himself. Replay being shown again here on the board. We'll hear the crowd reaction likely. 11:59 to go in the second. A 3-0 Stars lead. Shostak was hustling over from between the pipes over toward the near wall to try and keep possession alive for the Stars and help them get back into the attacking zone, but was met in a collision with Bryce Ingalls. You can see Ingalls in the replay really trying to ease up, but there's nowhere to go at that point. Foot race to the puck. Shostak just barely beat him toward it. A huge collision. Ingalls right now is outside the penalty box watching the collision and awaiting his fate. Caden Harrington went to the box right afterward. He tossed off his gloves and took matters into his own hands, heading over toward Ingalls. Giancarlo's out of the box, has a word with him, and looking over at the Lincoln bench, signaling 5. So I would imagine this will be a 5-minute major, and it appears a game misconduct as Ingalls skates across the ice to the locker room. And the crowd waves goodbye. Major collision. Shostak still in the game. Looking like he's okay. Being shown on the scoreboard, getting an extra round of applause from the crowd. We'll get back underway here, it looks like in just a moment. It appeared, at least from Cameron Giancarlo's signal, that it's going to be a 5-minute power play for the Stars. Lincoln's bench just got the explanation. Now the board just says 2 minutes. But Ingalls is in the locker room. So Bryce Ingalls out of this game. About to get back underway with the Stars leading 3-0, and it will just be a 2-minute power play, it appears. Face off right in front of the Sioux Falls bench. And now there will be 2 minutes for Harrington, now 5 minutes for Ingalls. So we'll play 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes before a 3-minute power play for Lincoln. And with it being a major, even if they score, the entire 5 minutes will be served. So Lincoln will get a full 3 minutes of power play time. Stars control the draw, and Pelletier works north. 4-on-4 play. Pelletier, left circle, lets it rip. Save made by Esch, and he'll cover it up down low. So once Lincoln goes on to the power play, they'll get an opportunity to add to its USHL best mark of 31.9%. Face-off near circle in the Sioux Falls zone, and it is controlled by the Stampede. Nordberg from behind his own net flips it over left side and skidded out by Noah Ernest. Ernest with points in 12 of his last 15 games entering tonight. D-to-D pass missed the stick of Anthony Bongo, former Shattuck St. Mary's product. Ernest near corner, trying to hand it off against the wall with Bongo. Instead does so at the right point to Nordberg. Nice move around the defense. Flips it over left side. Shot is denied, and the net comes off of its moorings. Nice little give-and-go play from Nordberg back to Ernest. And Shostak down for just a second. Now getting up again. Looks like he's all right. Still might be collecting himself. Now removes his helmet. Hunched over in the near corner. It's his stick handed to him. Shostak making the save. And on a collision, it looked like either his skate or a player flying by caught the far post side. .124 remaining on the Harrington minor. 4-on-4 play continuing. Our first two penalties of tonight's contest after a clean first period. Stampede trying to use this 4-on-4 stretch to get on the board before Lincoln goes on that 3-minute power play. Wilmot on the far side, stapled to the wall. Young tries to pull away the free puck, but an extra skater comes in to defend against him. 60 seconds remaining of 4-on-4 time. Harrington going to the box for unsportsmanlike conduct at the 8:01 mark. 5-minute major for charging on Ingalls and a game misconduct. Ingalls, one of two captains on the Sioux Falls Stampede, the one being Baker, but Ingalls now out of the game. Stampede come away with the puck, bouncing in front of the net, could not be threaded through by a couple of sticks. Shaw Lee back to his own zone, cops it up in front of the Lincoln bench. Young met by two defenders up against the wall, Spihar and Wilmot. Malte tries to pull it free, but Rybakov does for the Stampede. Here's Gennady Shaw Lee. Played for Waterloo 2 seasons ago, second campaign with Sioux Falls. Bakar over the blue line for Lincoln. Wrister from the left circle. What a save by Esch. So 5 seconds left before Harrington is free. We'll see if Lincoln kind of tries to set up the power play personnel. And they are going to. It looks like they want to set it up with Harrington being able to hop out of the box and jump right onto the power play. Everyone else who is on this second unit with Daniel Schlane, Hunter Anderson, Tanner Hendricks, and Dashiell Oliver on the ice, Harrington will join them at the expiration of this penalty. 5 seconds left on it. Schlane to take the offensive zone draw. Tie up. Now Baker wins it to Bongo. Harrington free from the box. And we're back to 5-on-4 now with the Stars up one skater. 3 minutes of power play time. Lincoln trying to extend its lead. Here comes Anderson on the near side. He's over the line. Rolls it toward the net. Esch stops it with the stick and covers up. 16 seconds going on the power play and 9:43 left in the second. This is the Stars' second power play unit. Harrington leads, or is tied for the team lead with 7 power play goals. Oliver and Schlane, second and third, 6 and 5 respectively. A chance in front. Harrington pinching ahead. No, it was Oliver rather. He fanned on the one-timer, and it comes back to the Lincoln zone. Shostak leaves the puck for Hendricks. He'll skate it north. Up toward Harrington. Just missed his stick at the blue line, and it will be icing on Lincoln. 2:20 left on the man advantage. Last weekend on the power play, the Stars went 4 for 7. Over this 11-game winning streak, Lincoln is 17 for 36 on the man advantage. That's a 47.2% advantage. An impressive conversion rate in that time. Stars entered tonight with 135 power play advantages. That's fourth most in the USHL. And again, the top power play percentage overall at 31.9%. Will tie up on the draw back in the Lincoln zone. They are able to win it. It's Henricks, far wall for Oliver. One touch to Schlane. Daniel Schlane over the blue line to Oliver. He's beneath the goal line. Dash Oliver near corner. Left point tries to find Harrington, but broken up and steered out of the zone. Henricks, saucer pass near side. Harrington gains the line, but is ruled offside. Harrington was trying to settle the bouncing puck and looked like he got his skates just over the blue line before fully possessing the puck. Neutral zone draw. Bakar wins it back toward Ejon. He couldn't get around the defense. And Baker flicks the puck back to Shostak. 1:48 to go on the power play for the Stars. Lassard out to Malte near side. Flanked on his left by Ejon. Ejon in deep. Malte on the foot race to the puck. Stapled to the wall. Bakar couldn't muscle it around the boards. And instead it's able to be cleared out by Moore. Shostak steadies it behind the net. Now flips near board side for Ejon. Bruno across ice behind Malte, received by Lassard. Again, Matt Malte, 2 power play goals last weekend, tied with Caden Harrington for the team lead with 7 power play goals. Collision behind the net. Going into the boards hard and now down in pain is Anthony Bongo. Lincoln continues on the attack. Picard trying to sneak it in near side, had it partially blocked, and eventually able to be backhanded out by Moore. Bongo went down in a ton of pain. He's hardly able to make it back to the bench. Just now does. Stars were kind of attacking 5-on-3 for a little bit there. Loomer beneath the goal line. 46 seconds to go on the man advantage. Ejon couldn't handle the awkward pass near side. And Lassard is back to get it at his blue line. Works the puck near side for Oliver. Second unit returns to the ice. Lassard across ice. Anderson, full head of steam near boards. Cross ice finds Harrington. He's got an opening. Rips it, but a save by Esch. He hangs on for a glove stop. 26 seconds to go on this power play, the first of the night for the Stars. Face-off far circle side. Looks like the second unit will just remain for the remainder of this power play. Schlane into the dot. Get a whistle here. They'll have to redo the faceoff as Baker is kicked out. In comes Moore. Trayvon Moore played with Minnetonka High School last year. 26 goals and 27 assists in 28 games. Wins the draw. Grimes cleared it up to the blue line. Not quite out. Moore comes over to help out after Henricks blocked it. And he'll backhand it down the ice. Tanner Henricks from behind the Lincoln cage. Up to Oliver, now gets it back. Henricks, drop pass again for Oliver, disrupted by Ernest, and just barely shuffled over the line. Harrington near side as the penalty expires, into the corner, battling with Shaw Lee and Grimes. Anderson came up with it briefly, but possessed by Ernest over to the far side. Over the line, Ben Wilmot drops off for Shaw Lee, fed in front of the net, but sticked away by Henricks. A couple of bodies go flying on the far side, and the Stars are going to be guilty of a penalty here. As Ernest lost his footing. Looked like Oliver picks up the infraction. And that's going to put Lincoln on the penalty kill for the first time tonight. So Sioux Falls continues right where it left off last weekend with a superb PK. 7 for 7 against the Fargo Force last week. Now 8 for their last 8 over the last 3 games on the PK. And now their power play, which has been up and down this season, heads onto the ice. Clicking at 19.2%, 11th out of 16 teams. Their leading power play goal scorer, again, Ethan Wittenbach, with 5 power play goals, not available here tonight. It's been a big loss for them, but they're now trying to get on the board and generate some momentum. Oliver to the box, but Lincoln wins the draw and clears it all the way down ice. Oliver for tripping at the 13:21 mark. Here comes Matthew Grimes, feeds it backwards to Spihar. Drop pass near side. Wilmot gains the zone. Then Wilmot into the corner. Feeds it up the wall as it's fed to the point. Now Grimes. Wilmot, right circle. Near in for Varcani. Up top, Grimes. Dishes to his left. Ernest looking down low. That shot disrupted. And the net partially coming off of its moorings as Shostak was backtracking. So we'll get a readjust of the net here. .606 to go in the second period. Wilmot will enter the circle. Marconi kicked out. Probably wins the draw to the far wall, but Rombach, the first to it, sends it behind his own net for Loomer, slaps it off of the glass all the way down ice. 1:13 to go on the penalty kill for the Stars with Dasha Oliver in the box. Matthew Grimes gains the line. Tried to drop it off for Ernest, but met immediately by Malte on the far wall. And DeJulian comes over and slings the puck down toward Esch and the Stampede net. Esch draws the defense in, up to center ice to Ernest, trying to go across ice to Wilmot, disrupted by the stick of Etienne Lassard. And Sioux Falls will regroup in its own end. Trailing 3-0. No scoring yet in the second period. Here comes Wilmot North. Gains the red line, now into the Stars zone. Ben Wilmot off the wall to himself, behind the net. Draw pass near side. Wilmot wants it back and gets it. Off the wall from Varcani. Fed back toward him. Wilmot lines up a shot, and he scores. He beats Shostak near post side and puts the Stampede on the board. Wilmot carried that possession into the zone, dished it left side, got it back atop the right circle, and wired it home to put Sioux Falls on the board. 3-1 now the score. And it's a power play goal for the Stampede with 21 seconds left on that Oliver tripping minor. Stampede went 2 for 7 last weekend on the man advantage, including 2 for 3 last Saturday, and now have scored power play goals in back-to-back games. They're on the board, now trailing by 2 with Lincoln ahead 3-1. 5:01 left in the second. Shots are 20-17 in favor of the Stars. First goal of the second period belongs to the Stampede. Here's Moore, flipping it up to the blue line. Nice job by Harrington to hold the line. Rushing back to the blue line to keep it onside. Kohanski batting at Baker. Cannot come up with it. A tie up at the blue line. Kicked by Kohanski ahead for Jans. Bongo couldn't keep it away from him. Rybakov near side. Unable to get it out on the first attempt. Now it's Hendricks to Harrington over the line. Kohanski, chip pass in front. Markinitis could not get it past the poke check. Esch reached out with a stick and disrupted Markinitis at the last moment. There's Rybakov. Delays for Moore. Now gets it back. Rybakov at center ice. Dishes into the zone. Shostak flings it off the defender from behind the net. Stars able to control it before it's bobbled by Kohanski right in front of the cage, but brought north. Anderson tried a shot, fanned on it. Good pressure applied by Shaw Lee. Anderson tried to thread it across his body toward Markinitis, but disrupted. Norberg pestered by Anderson, able to clear the zone now. Shaw Lee rushes backwards to push away Anderson. Puck is lobbed up towards center ice. Anderson hustling over, got a stick on it, but could not control. Shaw Lee far wall. Lassard and Pelletier join the play. Dump behind both of them to Schlane. Daniel Schlane carrying the mail out of the Lincoln zone, trying to go across ice, hit off a loose stick, came right back to him. Now Anderson, long, hard-working shift for him, cannot thread it in front, so Schlane picks up the puck. Fed to the right point, Lassard flies it to the cage, but Esch is there. He makes the save and hangs on with 3:11 left of the second. Shots are 22-17 now in favor of Lincoln. Face on to the left of Waylon Esch. Faced 13 shots in the first period and made 7 saves. Now a turnover here. DeJulian on the rush. He scores! Gio DeJulian. It's 4-1 Stars as they regain the 3-goal lead. DeJulian forcing a turnover at the blue line. Came in alone on a 2-on-1. Hung onto it and scores to add to the lead. 18th goal of the season for Gio DeJulian. And a 3-goal advantage once more for Lincoln. There's Rybakov pushing it out far side. So the Stampede scored on the power play earlier, but the Stars immediately respond against them. Nordberg back at his own end, works to Rybakov. Left wing in, gains the zone. Alex Rybakov wrists it to the cage, but a save by Shostak. 2:36 to go in the second. DeJulian a moment ago on the turnover. Wilmot's power play goal currently is credited as unassisted. That'll change after review. I was just about to say Waylon Esch has been superb here in the second period. But now just giving up his first goal of the period a moment ago. Before that shot, he had stopped each of the first 12 shots this period from Lincoln. Wilmot trying to get away from Loomer just in front of the blue line. Kicked away from him. Rybakov controls, backhands it across ice from the red line near side. Finally able to get a change. Belisle flipped it over the blue line, received by Nick Young of the Stars. Clarkson committed center ice. One touch pass ahead for Loomer. Over to Malte. In front. Malte looking down low but denied. A nice pad save by Esch. Now it's the Stampede's turn. Montero with Shawley. Delays, looking across for McGraw. Tipped away from him, now fed to the point. Belisle hesitates, fires, and misses the net. Ricocheting off the glass in front of the net between the two circles, but has scored it away to safety by the Stars. Here's Harrington. Pakar right behind him. Drop pass to Pakar. In front. Harrington. It trickles through. Harrington didn't quite get a stick on it, but he finds a way, and it's in. 5-1 Lincoln with 1:36 to go here in the second period. Pakar and Harrington playing give and go. Maybe not the cleanest goal of the season that the Stars would have wanted, but it works nonetheless. Harrington got his stick in there, and it finds its way through the 5-hole of Esch to give the Stars their largest lead of the night at 4 goals. Another 5-goal effort. It is the 11th time in the last 12 games in which the Stars have scored at least 5 times in a game. There's Spihar over the blue line to the near board side. Spihar trying to go back to the far side, brings it over there. Grimes behind him. He threaded across and turned it right over to Schlane. He finds Pelletier gaining the blue line. Alex Pelletier, 64 seconds to go in the second. A 5-1 Stars lead. Puck comes free to the right point. Lassard down low for Schlane up top. Pelletier lets it rip, but a save by Esch. He'll hang on with 54.4 to go in period number 2. It's been presented by Juice Stop. The Stars have scored twice after Sioux Falls got as close as 2 goals on a power play tally by Ben Wilmot at the 14:59 mark. Gio DeJulian answering for Lincoln at the 16:55 mark. And then Caden Harrington a moment ago with his 12th goal of the campaign. Lincoln is 8-1 when Harrington scores this season. He entered tonight second among USHL defensemen in goals scored. Stars looking for more, and they'll get it. Oliver to DeJulian, and he scores. What a setup from Dashiell Oliver behind the net, finding DeJulian far post side, and he banks it in to make it 6-1 Stars. Beautiful tally on that excellent setup by Dashiell Oliver. Well, the Stars were smelling blood there, and they got it. Gio DeJulian with 2 goals here in the period. 2 on the night. Egan uses the backside of the net to play it, trying to get it himself, lost his footing. Stars wanted a penalty. We continue on 5-on-5. 26 seconds to go in the period. Rybakov clearing the zone. Oliver has to wait. Egan just now touching up. Center on the board to the near side. Egan the first one to it. Bruno, 15 seconds to go. Around for Dashiell Oliver. Met by Rybakov against the wall. Egan got his foot in there against the puck. 7 seconds. Egan dancing around behind the net. Fed up top toward Lassard. Has to bring it back to the neutral zone. And that's going to do it for the second. An incredible ending to the second period for the Stars. 3 goals over the final 3 minutes and 5 seconds of the second period to take a 6-1 lead into the locker room. Wilmot made it a 2-goal game at the 14:59 mark. DeJulian responded just under 2 minutes later with his first of the game. Harrington added to the lead at the 18:24 mark. And then it was DeJulian again at the 19:13 mark to make it 6-1 Stars after 40 minutes. We'll be back in a moment with our second intermission report being presented by Black Label Property Services. After the Stars scored 3 times in the period for the second time in as many periods here tonight. Back with more in a moment. This is the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Hey farmers, do you run a precision planting monitor in your planter tractor? Boyd Farm Outfitters is hosting our annual 2020 Monitor Clinic at the Holthus Center in York on Wednesday, March 19th. They'll run through everything on the monitor, from basic setup to more complex downforce settings and everything in between. You'll learn agronomy principles behind some of the monitor settings and will leave refreshed and ready to plant. Representatives from Precision Planting will be on hand to handle any questions that you can throw at them. Visit BoykFarmOutfitters.com for all the details and to reserve your spot.
Have you been accused of a crime and don't know where to turn? At Liberty Law Group, we understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you're up against the legal system, you need an advocate you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. Liberty Law's experienced trial attorneys are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Don't let a criminal charge ruin your life. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you need. Advocates you deserve. That's 877-42-LIBERTY or libertylawnebraska.com.
What's the radon level at your home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your home is safe with a radon check from Bryant. If you've already tested, ask Bryant for a free estimate for mitigation. Once completed, you'll get a report showing how much safer your home is. When it comes to radon, call Bryant 467-1111 for testing and mitigation. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Hey volleyball fans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Mulberry Barbecue now has a brand new second location to help all your lunch and dinner cravings. Stop by their newest location at 6125 Apples Way near Lowe's off of Highway 2. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burn-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Mulberry Barbecue open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway and now at 6125 Apples Way in South Lincoln.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group, trial attorneys you can trust.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Greens at 402-467-4444 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-4444.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Juwan Gary from the Nebraska men's basketball team. As you know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and the shot clock is ticking. If you want to win some serious points this year with your girl, Script Men's Spa is where it's at. They got everything your girl needs. Facial, laser treatment, gift card, stuff that make her feel like a queen. I've been at Script Men's Spa myself, and trust me, their treatments here way different. Even as a hooper, I know how to take care of myself for sure. Stop by Script Men's Spa in Lincoln and check them out online. Confidence is where it starts at. You'll thank me later.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100 and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
It's time for the second intermission report of tonight's Lincoln Stars game, presented by Black Label Property Services.
Back at the Icebox, where the Stars hold a 6-1 lead over the Sioux Falls Stampede here on this Friday night in the capital city. Happy to be along with you. I'm Joel Norman, and it is time for our second intermission report being presented by Black Label Property Services. The Stars scoring 6 times so far, 3 times in both periods. Let's go through all of the scoring of tonight's game. In the first period, it was all Lincoln. Oliver got the scoring start at the 6:55 mark with his team leading 19th goal of the season. Alex Pelletier added to it at the 8:50 mark before Daniel Schlane made it 3-0 Stars after one period with a tally at the 12:35 mark. The second period had plenty of drama. There was a collision between Bryce Ingles, a Sioux Falls defenseman, and goaltender for the Stars, Jan Shostak on the near board side. Ingles knocking off the mask of Shostak in a collision on a foot race to a loose puck. It would lead to a couple of penalties. Ingles went to the box. Caden Harrington went as well. Stars got a 3-minute power play. Could not capitalize, but shortly after that, they were penalized on a tripping call by Dashiell Oliver. And Sioux Falls got on the board at the 14:59 mark with a power play goal from Ben Wilmot. However, the Stars responded in dramatic fashion. 3 goals over the final 3 minutes and 5 seconds of the second period. Gio DeJulian was the first one to get on the board at the 16:55 mark. Caden Harrington scored on a little give-and-go play with Jack Picard at the 18:24 mark. And then DeJulian again on a beautiful play by Dashiell Oliver from behind the net, flicking it over to DeJulian, backdoor, far post side, and DeJulian banked it in for his second of the night and 19th goal of the campaign. And that's where we stand after 2 periods of play, 6-1 Lincoln over Sioux Falls. And this has been your second intermission report presented by Black Label Property Services. When we return, it's period number 3 between Lincoln and Sioux Falls. And this is the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it twice a day.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it in the morning and before dinner.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it, and share it with my doctor. Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor.
Now that I know my blood pressure numbers, I talked with my doctor. We're getting those numbers down.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it, talk to doctor now and share it.
Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Learn more at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them? By their clothes, their age, the way they speak? Would you notice a 16-year-old boy who got his first job,
not for extra spending money, but to help feed his little sisters?
Or a mother who's in between jobs and sometimes goes to bed hungry so her kids can have dinner? Or a 14-year-old girl who signs up to every after-school activity not to make friends, but just to get something to eat? Or a retiree who fell ill and had to choose
between getting medicine or groceries.
I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew were hungry. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
Let's send it back to the voice of the Stars, Joel Norman.
Getting just about ready to start this third period between the Lincoln Stars and the Sioux Falls Stampede. And it is interesting to note, leading the Stars back onto the ice is William Prowse to begin the third period. We saw Jan Shostak shaken up on that collision with Bryce Ingles in the second period, and it looks like Shostak is going to depart from this game as Prowse will come on in relief, and really no reason not to be safe in this situation if you're the Stars. Leading by 5 goals, entering the third period, and now Prowse between the pipes to replace Shostak, who is not on the Lincoln bench to begin this third period. So Lincoln making the substitution here after Shostak stopped 15 of 16 shots. So it's Prowse in relief for the third period. He enters this game 12-2-1 on the campaign with a .270 goals against average and an .893 save percentage. Called upon in relief once again. William Prowse enters. And we are back underway here from the ice box. It's 6-1 Lincoln after they score 3 goals at each of the first 2 periods here tonight. Marconi and the Stampede on the attack. Worked it over to the side of the net. Lassard stole it away. Now Pelletier lobs across ice. Hunter Anderson chipping it up off of the boards near side. Possessed by Rabikov and rolled back in at Prowse, who will opt to cover it up. As I mentioned, this is the second time this season that William Prowse has come on in relief of Jan Shostak due to injury. There's been a couple times that Shostak was pulled. It has not happened very often, though, overall. But either way, Prowse comes in here in place of the Stars netminder. We sure hope everything's all right with Shostak. Certainly makes you think that Prowse will definitely get the start tomorrow on the road as he takes off his equipment to readjust. Prowse, when he came on a relief of Shostak back on October 19th, went the final 42 minutes and 13 seconds of regulation, stopped 17 of 18 shots to earn the win that night. Called on relief here in a game, the Stars lead by 5. DeJulian looking for Oliver in front, could not connect. Gio DeJulian scored twice in the second period. Now has his 4th multi-goal game of the season and 2nd of the month. Weber keeps the puck on side on the clearing attempt. Back to go get it goes Joseph McGraw. Again worked to the blue line and kept on side briefly by Weber. Disrupting that pass, though, was Montero. Works it in for Wilmot. He's got the only Sioux Falls goal so far. Ben Wilmot behind the net, met by the defense. Wilmot was acquired from Chicago September 30th in exchange for a couple of draft picks. Now Shawlee. Kennedy Shawlee near corner. Looks for Matthew Grimes and finds him against the wall. Grimes staving off Nick Young. Hands off to Montero. Montero finds McGraw. Turns and shoots, but Prowse seals the pads as the puck pops up into his glove. And he'll make the save. Shots are 27-18 in favor of the Stars here tonight. William Prowse, a Princeton commit. In terms of his relief appearances, this is now the 5th that he has made this season. 14 starts overall. Stars have picked up points in 12 of those 14. Back in his own end to go get the puck. Oh, the Stampede. McGraw working near side. Now could be kept out of the zone. Malte weaves around the net to the near corner. Malte for Loomer. Punched away from him. Right back to the Stars captain in the near end. Loomer up against the wall. Met by Baker. Pushes it away from him and finds Moore. Javon Moore attacks north. Flings over to the right wing side. Tossed in behind the boards by Vlasov. Pakar lost it in front of the net. Good stick lift at the last moment. Harrington preventing Moore from scoring point blank. Here comes Tanner Hendricks. Lost his footing, gaining the zone. Took a stick with him. That was Shawlee. Pakar tried to bank it in front of the net for Malte. Couldn't fully connect on the pass. Gives Matthew Grimes time to skate north. Malte nearing the end of his shift, trying to rush back on the back check. Stars do force a turnover. Hendricks with a nice play against Shawlee. Hendricks up the wall for Kohansky. Tries a drop pass behind the blue line, but disrupted And broken out by the Stampede. Ritter Coombs gains the line, looks across ice for Welsh. Stick back to the neutral zone by Kohanski. Now a tie-up against the wall in front of the Sioux Falls bench, but it looks like the Stampede played the puck with a hand pass. And that's going to put the face-off back in the Sioux Falls defensive zone. Well, I mentioned the Stars are on the road tomorrow night, but worth noting UNL, Nebraska Club Hockey will be in action on Sunday afternoon here at the Icebox. $5 tickets to the game, $4 seltzers all game long. Make sure to check out Nebraska Hockey's Facebook and Instagram pages for more information. They had a great environment here at the Icebox last Saturday when they defeated UNO. Hoping to have another great crowd on Sunday afternoon here at the Icebox. Nice tip play in front of the net. Markonitis going to chip it home, recovers, and finds Kohanski. He scores with 16:50 to go in the third. Markonitis to Kohanski, and it's 7-1 Stars. Cade Kohanski scores for the second time in the last 3 games and gives the Stars another tally. 6-goal lead, their largest of the night, as the deficit continues to grow against Sioux Falls. This Lincoln Stars team scores at will. It does not care who the opponent is. 7 goals here tonight. Just remarkable work from the Stars here tonight. This is the 21st game this season in which they have scored 5 or more goals in a game. The 9th time in franchise history that it's happened 20 times in a season. Lincoln's record for scoring 5 or more goals in a game is 27 times, and their second season of existence, 1997-98. They iced the puck here with 16:14 left in the third. Kohanski a moment ago, adding to the fun tonight. Face off of the near circle side with Corrigan getting set to drop the puck for DeJulian and Varcani. Stampede win the draw. Ernest sets it up in front. A one-timer from Ronkowski missing the net. Ronkowski lets it loose again from the right circle. Misses the cage. Redirect in front, but a save by Prowse as Varcani got a stick on it late. Stars under siege a little bit there a moment ago. Get it back to the neutral zone. DeJulian trying to steal the puck away. Ernest over to Ronkowski. Chip to the near corner. Ronkowski in to get it. Backhands up the wall. Varcani sticks toward the net as we have a whistle far side. Michael Sandrick is down at the Lincoln blue line, or the Sioux Falls blue line, down on his knees. Starting to get up, now going back down. Corey Courtney, he's been a busy man tonight, is back onto the ice to check on him. 15:47 to go in the third period. Sandrick in only, I believe, his second shift of the game. Looking to be hurt here. Sandrick is on his knees outside of the Lincoln penalty box. Slowly trying to get up. He is able to get up under his own power. And he'll skate back toward the Lincoln bench. Sets up a face-off in the Lincoln defensive zone after trying to clear the line a moment ago. Daniel Schlain into the dot here as his second line draws onto the ice. Schlain and Pelletier have scored tonight. Anderson has assisted on both tallies. 2 assists against his former team to extend his point streak to 9 games. Well, barring a dramatic comeback, a loss for Sioux Falls tonight will snap their 3-game road winning streak as well as their 3-game overall winning streak, and will extend the Stars' home winning streak to 9 games and overall winning streak to 12. Schlane looking for Henricks, delays. He's upended right in front of the Sioux Falls net. And the puck squirts free to Esch, who will cover it up. Waylon Esch remaining between the pipes. Sioux Falls is a little bit short-handed in the goaltender situation this weekend. Aiden Wright got into a fight last Saturday against the Fargo Force. Received a 2-game suspension from the USHL for removal of helmet, as well as a stage fight. Fargo's Alan Lendak receiving the same exact suspension, so he's out this weekend as well. Wright will be available on Sunday and likely will get the start in that game. Joey Bertram is up with the Stampede here this weekend. He has played exclusively in the North American Hockey League. Ash is a guy who came over from the North American Hockey League, played with Corpus Christi with the Ice Rays, and went 2-3 with a .356 goals against average and an .895 save percentage in 5 games. Stars have made him pay here tonight. 7 goals scored against him in this 7-1 lead with 15:14 to go in the third. Center ice face-off controlled by Lincoln. 1 goal in this period coming from Cade Kohansky to add to the lead. Lincoln attacking left to right here in this third period, presented by Chick-fil-A. 15-5 at home, looking to improve to 16-5 as they look to build off of this 6-goal lead. It's Wilmot into the Stars' defensive zone, met in the corner by Lassard and pushed up against the wall. Puck squirts free. McGraw to the left point. A shot, missing the cage from Rybakov. Pinch on the far wall by Belisle. Chip to the near corner. DeJulian up the wall. Steered down to the zone by Oliver, back to center ice. Wilmot flips it over far end, finds Montero. Montero into the attacking zone. McGraw upended by Lassard, applying the shoulder against him. Egan chips it over toward Rombach, ahead for Oliver. A little trouble in front of his own bench, squirts behind him, but right back to Etienne Lassard. Banks it off the far wall. Egan trying to flick it around Belisle to himself. Could not. Joe Belisle comes up with it. Flinging the puck in off of the boards. It bounces off of the far corner over toward William Prowse. And the Stars netminder will cover it up with 14:03 to go here in the third period. It's all Stars here tonight on this Valentine's Day, leading this game by 7-1 score. We'll step aside for another break and return with more in a moment on the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
Let's send it back to the voice of the Stars, Joel Norman.
7-1 Stars here tonight at the Icebox as Lincoln is 14 minutes away from extending its winning streak to 12 games here this season. Longest winning streak of the USHL, active or expired. And the Stars cruising here tonight. 3 goals in the first, 3 in the second, 1 so far here in the third. That from the stick of Cade Kohansky back at the 3:10 mark. Lefty Markinitis and Aiden Jans picking up the apples on that tally. This fourth line of the Stars, maybe not the ice time tonight it's had in recent games against Omaha, but nonetheless cashing in once again. This Stars team runs 4 lines deep, 3 defensive pairings deep as well, showing why they've got the top record in the USHL. Turning one-timer from Baker, patted away by Prowse. Pakar blocks the return opportunity far side. Baker trying to toss it to the net again. It's blocked back toward the near corner. Left point side, Norberg lines up, slap pass in front of the net. Poke checked away by Prowse to the near corner. Pakar trying to punch it past Nordberg. He could not, but Nordberg does have to retreat to the neutral zone. Wired over the blue line, right toward Weber. He'll look north for Jans, intercepted by Javon Moore. Moore to the far side, catches the stick of Alexei Vlasov, and it comes in near corner. Weber alongside Young in the corner for Lincoln. Ritter Coombs joins the fray. Vlasov stapled to the wall, but Markonitis pulls free with the puck for Lincoln. Uses the glass to elevate this all the way down ice for icing. Jans could not beat Grimes in a foot race back to the puck. Well, we look ahead to tomorrow's matchup. It's always interesting when the two teams match up in a home-and-home set. Momentum in a lot of ways the second day to the team who's at home. However, Lincoln has put forth a heck of a performance tonight, leading this one 7-1. You look at tomorrow's matchup, and it's a situation where the Stars could easily have a tough bounce-back opportunity from the Stampede. The Sioux Falls will be fired up, being back at home. They played in front of 11,000 fans last Saturday. Likely another decent crowd tomorrow for the team with the best average attendance in the USHL. It's going to be a hungry Stampede team. They ended their 3-game winning streak here tonight. To see what kind of punch they come out with tomorrow night at home. Again, no Aiden Wright, who again will be suspended for his second straight game. So they'll be probably looking to Waylon Esch again between the pipes tomorrow night. Here comes Markonitis entering the zone for the Stars. Stops, flings it to the cage, changes direction, but shuffles just past the net. Steered in behind the cage, Michael Sandruk looks over for Markonitis, just missed his stick. Back to the neutral zone goes Hendricks. They'll wire it into the zone. Esch can't quite get there in time as it comes around near board side. Ernest trying to go past Sandruk, could not. But eventually able to get some help out back to the Lincoln blue line. DeJulian and Della Sala. Drew Della Sala over the line. Flipping it toward DeJulian, but blocked away. DeJulian centering a line with the 2 extra forwards tonight for Lincoln. They've got 6 defensemen. As this pass broken up to the far side. Griffin Brown suspended tonight for his fight last weekend. And I think it was a removal of the helmet was the reason for that 1-game suspension. I have to double check. Oh, beg your pardon, instigator was what that 1-game suspension was for on Brown's fight in the second period in Omaha last Saturday. They'll get him back tomorrow. Either way, lots of forward depth here tonight for the Stars. Rybakov looking to go in deep, gets it back near wall. Rybakov fans on the shot. Walk back toward the near wall side to Lassard. Lassard uses his backhand to get that out of the zone off of the glass. 10:36 to go here in the third. 7-1 Lincoln. Ernest on the far side into the left of the Lincoln net. Rombach up to Pelletier trying to clear the zone. Little trouble. Right point, Shali, high shot, blocked away. Might have clipped Ernest on the helmet. He just had to readjust himself. Lincoln skates north. Left to right, Young off of the glass. Sends it in deep. First one there, Philip Norberg for the Stampede. Norberg to the near side. Handoff pass up against the wall with Montero. Stretch north. On the rush, the other way with an opening. It's able to be elevated by McGraw just over the pad of Prowse as he scores on a mini breakaway opportunity and makes it a 7-2 game. Joseph McGraw with his first USHL point and first USHL goal in game number 6. So Sioux Falls gets one back after the Stars scored earlier in the period. And McGraw is going to get the puck now from the far side. 10 minutes to go in the third period. It's now 7-2 Lincoln. Stars able to bank it into the zone. Henricks chipping it off the glass to himself. Sends it in deep. Here board side. J.J. Montero tossed it around. A little bit out of the reach of McGraw. And that will go back for icing. Looking at the point distribution in this game for the Stars, 3 players with multi-point efforts. Gio DeJulian has 2 goals. Etienne Lassard has 2 assists. Hunter Anderson has 2 assists. Make that 4 players with multi-point efforts, as Dasha Oliver has a goal and an assist. Etienne Lassard entered tonight's game with a goal and 4 assists in his last 3 games. So now make that a goal and 6 assists in his last 4 games, points in each of them. And entered third among USHL defensemen with 22 assists and tied for 5th among Blue Liners with 26 points. This after a very quiet, for him, January, in which he had a goal and 4 assists. It's broken out in the last few weeks here in February. Wilmot and the Stampede with the puck. Work back behind the Lincoln blue line. Far side of the ice. Wilmot gains the zone with a drop pass. A shot. Save made by Prowse. Montero let it loose from the far side, and Prowse makes the save. They send us into another media timeout. 7-2 Stars here tonight, trying to extend their winning streak to 12 games. Stars in control here tonight. We'll take a quick break, and this is the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network.
Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sioux, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Let's send it back to the voice of the Stars, Joel Norman.
5-goal lead for the Stars with 9:12 to go in regulation. Lincoln with the advantage here tonight via a 7-2 lead against the Sioux Falls Stampede at the Icebox. This will be the Stars' 9th straight home win, 12th consecutive overall. Stampede with the puck, gaining the Stars' blue line. Shaw to Moore, low shot, misses the net. William Prowse entering in relief to begin this third period for Jan Shostak. He is not on the Stars bench after he sustained a big collision midway through the second period. Shostak would stay in between the pipes for the rest of the second. The Stars entering this period leading by 5 and now still in a 5-goal game, opting to just keep him in the locker room. We'll see who gets the nod tomorrow night at 6 o'clock when these two teams do it again on the road at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Javon Moore flings it in front of the net. Blasov trying to shot, but it was blocked by Pelletier. Anderson corrals the puck, looks north, can't get it out of the zone. Now Pelletier chopping, gets it through on the second attempt. Gio DeJulian out there right now. He's got 2 goals tonight, his 4th multi-goal game of the season. Both of those tallies coming in the final 3 minutes and 5 seconds of the second period. 3-goal first period, and then 3 tallies in the late stages of the second period. Third period goal for the Stars, scored by Cade Kohanski as the 4th line came through. Stampede on the attack beneath the Lincoln blue line, now behind the net. 3 different Stars converging, squirting 3 temporarily toward Jake Marins, now squirts to the far corner. Aiden Welsh looks up to the right point, now reverses his direction underneath. Fed in front of the net, off the backside of the cage, it bounces to Oliver. Away from trouble and out of the zone, looks north for Ejan. That's just missing its target. Belial flies it into the left of Prowse as Young goes around the board's far side. Broken up at the side of the net. A pass attempt by Eden Welsh. Stick toward the cage, and Prowse makes the save. Prowse at the side of the net. A couple of bodies colliding against him, putting Ritter Coombs, who is pulled away. And it looks like Coombs is going to pick up a penalty. He'll go to the sin bin with 7:13 to go in the third. And Lincoln gets its second power play of the night. Special teams have not been a part of the story of tonight's game. Besides the fact that Sioux Falls scored on its only power play so far on a goal that made it a 2-goal contest at the time, really it's not going to be a big part of this storyline. Roughing the call on Ritter Coombs. And Lincoln to the power play here. They'll open up with the second unit. Daniel Schlane centering Hunter Anderson and Dashel Oliver as Tanner Hendricks and Caden Harrington are at the blue line. Lincoln wins the draw. Harrington with a one-timer misses the cage. Hendricks near board side, joined by Schlane. Schlane away from the near boards, brings it far end. Dishes to his right to Hendricks. Further to the near wall, finds Oliver. Dash Oliver for Anderson, up top for Hendricks. St. Cloud State commit, drifts left, dishes back to the right. Anderson gives way for Schlane, back and forth they go. Schlane near corner, up to the half wall, down low for Anderson again. Anderson up toward Oliver, his one-timer just missed the net. Looking for his second of the game. Hendricks, far side, punches back toward the blue line but missed his target. And Harrington has to retreat to his own end to get the puck. 6:26 to go here in the third period with the Stars leading 7-2. Daniel Schlane for Dashel Oliver. Up to Harrington. Trying to go give and go. Oliver looking backdoor for Anderson. Just missed his stick. Loose puck to Anderson. Threads it over near side for Harrington. Caden Harrington glides along the blue line far side. Top of the left circle. Lines up with a shot but blocked to the far corner. Anderson for Schlane near side. Back up top Egan. Bruno Egan to Schlane. Right circle now to the corner. Anderson up top Schlane. Drops off for Egan. His shot. He scores! Bravo Bruno. Top right corner on the power play to make it 8-2 Lincoln. Schlane sets him up with a power play goal. Lincoln was in the midst of bringing on that first power play unit. And it picks up another goal here to restore the 6-goal advantage. (3,003 fans on hand to join this one tonight. As Egan picks up his 11th goal of the campaign and restores the 6-goal advantage for the Stars. 8-2 Stars. They had 13 goals scored last weekend, and they just might get to that total again this weekend. Still 5.5 minutes to go tonight and a game tomorrow to play. Montero, far boards, flings it over to the near corner. Received off of the wall by McGraw. Fed in front of the net. Wilmot tips it in. Ben Wilmot gets his second goal of the night and makes this an 8-3 game as once more the Stars lead by 5 with 5:16 to go in regulation. So Ben Wilmot scores again after having a power play goal earlier. This time he strikes at even strength. The Ohio State commit with his 10th goal of the season. Now it's an 8-3 hockey game. Quick response for the Stampede a moment ago. Well, both teams have now scored twice here in this period. The Egan goal at the 14-16 mark, I mentioned, his 11th of the season. Schlane and Anderson with the apples on that tally. Turnover, wrister denied. Browse makes the stop on the second attempt. Whacked at the side of the cage and banked away from the net. Larcani, D-to-D pass, finds Grimes inside the left circle. Lets it rip, but missed the cage. Ernest dives, trying to keep it alive. Here's Pakar, all alone on the breakaway. Jack Pakar misses the cage. Rebound comes off of the glass to the side of the cage, but able to be covered up briefly by Esch. He got rid of the puck, but the whistle had already sounded. Hunter Anderson's assist on that tally by Bruno Egan, his third apple of the night. Anderson had 2 assists in the first period. Now another one here. Leading all Stars players with 3 points tonight. Oliver and Schlein with a goal and an assist apiece. And the Stars cruising here. 4:08 to go in the third. Even strength right now as Harrington breaks up the pass for Javon Moore. Dumps the puck in behind the Sioux Falls net. Tie up ensues there. Brought to the far post side. Whacked it a few times before Baker backhands it out up the far wall. Harrington to the near side of the ice. In the corner, surveys the scene as he flexes it up toward the red line. Chipped away from Egan by Belisle. 32 shots for the Stars compared to 28 for Sioux Falls. Stampede entered tonight with the second fewest goals allowed in the USHL, at 118. But they've allowed 8 goals here tonight. Wilmot, 2 goals on the night, trying to thread the needle. First attempt blocked, second to the front of the net, hits off of a boot and flexed out of the Lincoln defensive zone. 3:09 to go in the third. Tie up in the near corner. Now work down to the near corner side and in the neutral zone. Flipped across ice just in front of Rombach to the far end. Rombach couldn't get a good handle on it. McGraw looks for a stick inside the right wing circle of Wilmot. Instead missed his target. Fed to the right point. Shawley's shot is gloved by Prowse. And they'll save it with 2:47 left. So Lincoln does score a power play goal in this game. They're 1 for 2 on the night. Power play last weekend, I mentioned, was superb, going 4 for 7. They went 1 for 3 against the Stampede October 5th and are now 2 for 5 against them this season. Offside here on the Stampede right off the face-off win as Grimes couldn't hold the line. This was a matchup entering the night deemed as a best of the West. And so far, the Stars in this battle of the top 2 teams in the conference have put on a statement. However, again, regardless of whatever this final is here tonight for Lincoln, there is a chance tomorrow if Sioux Falls can get the win that both teams will leave this weekend the same way that they entered it, with Lincoln ahead by 4 points in the standings. Right now, the win tonight will put the Stars up 6 points as DeJulian turns and shoots to the net. Esch makes the save, chest high. Now Grimes in the far corner, met by Rombach up against the wall. Pushed further against the boards with 2:08 to go. 5-goal lead for the Stars. Both teams have tallied twice here in this third period. Rombach works the puck north. Egan to Oliver. Oliver over the blue line. Cross ice for Schlein. 2 points tonight. How good has this line been? Lassard, right wing circle, trying to dance around Grimes. He could not. Clearing attempt intercepted by Young. Turns and shoots, just missed the cage. Bouncing to the near point side. Up the wall, Schlein dangles, high slot. Schlein lets it loose. His shot blocked right back to him. 1:27 to go. Schlein looking near corner for Young. Fan on the one-timer. Up top for Schlein again. This shot blocked away and carried north by the Stampede. Up on the attack, Jake Marins rolls it toward the cage. Stopped by Prowse. Now pushed away from the net. Marins and Lassard were pushing and shoving a little bit after the whistle. They'll be pushed away. 64 seconds to go. Here's Wilmot on the right wing side. Lost the puck there. Worked ahead to Sandrock. Bobbles it inside the blue line, but Kohansky there to clean it up. Thought he took a stick up high, grabbing his chin right now. 46 seconds left. Chipped off of a body by Reinkowski. His shot batted away by Prowse. Fed by him right back in front of the net, but broken up by Lincoln. Sandrick off the red line, wires it in behind the cage. Esch slows it down. Flips to the near corner with 26 seconds left. 3 goals in the first, 3 in the second, 2 here in the third. An 8-3 lead for Lincoln. And they are going to extend their streaks again here tonight. Crowd making some noise. Under 10 seconds to go. To the near side of the ice. Ernest rips it. Save made. And it squirts out of play. While the horn will sound before the puck comes down. And that is going to do it. The Stars extend their winning streak to 12 games with an 8-3 win against the Sioux Falls Stampede. And they take a 6-point lead on the Stampede for first place in the Western Conference standings. The Stars, still top of the USHL, pick up another win. It's also their 8th straight at home, and they have been dominant here on home ice in recent weeks. What a win for the Stars, 8-3 as they take down Sioux Falls tonight. That is going to do it for our coverage here on 93.7 The Ticket and Flow Hockey. If you head over to our Mixlr account, we're going to be bringing you coaches' comments with Stars head coach Rocky Russo in a moment. But for now, it's an 8-3 triumph here tonight in the Icebox. Lincoln will be on the road tomorrow night at Sioux Falls at 6:05. You can watch on Flow Hockey and listen on Mixlr. Our next broadcast on 93.7 The Ticket will be next Thursday when the Stars are at the Omaha Lancers at 7:05 on February 20th. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Lincoln Stars Hockey on the Lincoln Stars Hockey Network.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast of Lincoln Stars Hockey on 93.7 The Ticket. To check out the Stars' upcoming schedule or to buy tickets for the next home game, please visit LincolnStars.com.